Start recording. Good morning. Monday, happy Monday. Come on in. It's drizzling here in the southeast of England. And what's it like where you are? Are we ready for a new little project? Come on, get your pencils out. That's all we need. We need our pencils and a piece of paper, maybe a piece of tracing paper. That's all we need. Oh, and if you've got a ruler, that's good too. Ruler, inches or centimetres, as long as you've got a straight line. Yeah. Come on in. Anybody there? What glasses have I got on here? Oh, that's better. Yeah, well, Stuart's in the building. Good morning, Stuart. Good to have your company. And I do hope that there are more of you here. Come on in. Thelma, hello there. Yeah, it's good to have your company. Come on in, leave your umbrellas at the door. The heating's over there. Let's have a cup of tea. All get together. It's a bit of a scramble here. A lot of a scramble here, actually, because you've got TV and then the SHAC and a bit of a run around, really. I'm looking forward to going downstairs and throwing some pots later when I'm done for the day. Yeah, that's what I'm looking forward to. Have you got something to look forward to? I think it's important. Is everything okay, Stuart? Is everybody in the building? Because I'm not seeing anyone. And normally I can see messages, but I don't like to fiddle just in case I've broken it. Oh, here they all are. I thought it's only Stuart and me. Everybody's abandoned me. and then I did this little, oh no, now what have I done? Oh, Stuart, are you still there, or have I done something wrong? Have I lost you, Stuart? Quickly say something, because now I've been fiddling, being an idiot, and now I think I've switched you all off. Have I got to go again? Quickly, tell me. Oh, Barbara, you clown. I didn't realise there was a button on the side. I've got to go again, haven't I? Stuart's not responding. Oh dear. Now what have I done? Unfortunate. We can still see and hear you, can you? Because it's all gone now. Okay, well, let's just crack on then. I didn't realise there was a little button on the side. That'll teach me to blimmin' fiddle with the knobs. Never mind. Nectar, come on in. I'm going to ignore that because it's completely telling me that it's not working anymore now. I'll just carefully put something up in front of it so that it doesn't distract me. There you go. Can't see it, it's not there. What do they say? Hear no evil, speak no evil, see no evil. Which is a little bit along the same lines as what we're going to do today. Now, what's the time? Nearly 10 o'clock. Come on in. Come on, I'm looking forward to this. It's time to put a smile on our faces. The wreaths was such a delight to do. And I thought we'd have a bit of sport today, a little bit of fun. Be nice, easy. I think we've got to keep it simple. And so this week, we're going to be doing what I'm going to show you in a minute. And then depending on how long that takes, we'll either carry on next week with it if we get into it, you know, like we often do, or, and I'm just giving you the heads up because it will give us plenty of time to send them to you, or I would like to make a start on the Christmas poppets, the postcards. I think there's a set of 3 for about a tenner or something on the website, but these are just delightful, and they're postcards, and the way we've printed them out, they're on really good card, What's the thickness of this card? Because it is substantial. It doesn't say. I'd say it must be 350 GSM. It's pretty thick. Right, so what's the thickness of that stuff? Stencil card. 250 GSM. There you go. It's good gear. Okay. And the idea is, you see, what we've done is we've got one to colour in nicely, and then there's one to doodle. So I thought it'd be nice, we could do some really lovely colouring in on the larger one, and then the smaller one we can build a background and put a frame round and teach, you know, all the little tricks and tips that we've got. We can use them, you see. So we'll pick a nice one and then we'll colour it in with our polychromos or our pergoliners, and then we'll, that's a little one, isn't it? See, so you've got big ones, and they're not always in this. There she is, there's the large one. Oh, it's all over the place, Barb. There you go. But, you see, this is really cool. Look, that one, and then a little one to doodle. There's Prue. Oh, yeah, so they're delightful anyway. And so what we're going to do is either next week or the week after, depending on how we progress this week, we'll make a start on one of our Pop-It postcards, because they're very lovely. And this is Marina Fedotova's beautiful artwork, licensed to us. And the thing is, if you make things to sell in small quantities, handmade, we have her blessing, which is great, isn't it? So there you go. That's good to know too. Right, small quantities, handmade though, not mass production, Clinton's job, okay? Anyway, no one to go to Clinton's. It's in the high street and nobody's going shopping at the moment, are they? No. Welcome to the SHAC. Safe, happy and creative. Stay home and craft. It's good to have your company. I'm sure you're there. I went and clicked the button on the side, so now I can't see you. But Stuart assures me that you're all there. And so today we'll start something new to make us smile. Because I don't know about you, but despite myself, despite my positive outlook, despite my years of teaching myself to look on the bright side of life, I'm really, really struggling at the moment. You know, my whole fake it to make it routine, I'm having to fake it a lot at the moment. And so I thought, well, let's do something that makes us smile. Something easy that doesn't frustrate us. Something that we can still learn a little bit. Yeah, shall I show you? Okay, here we go. Let's have a look what we got. Tracing paper. Here they are. Right, you ready? Nordic Gnomes. Here we are. Nordic Gnomes. You got to laugh. As soon as you see them, you got to laugh. Going to do them large. So we're going to learn how to make plaits, how to do beards, right? And they've got names. This is the Good family, right? The Good family. This is Be Good. This is Do Good. And this is Feel Good. Be good, do good, feel good. And I'll tell you, if you do it, if you say it, it makes you laugh. You can't help it. First of all, you've got to get your lips right. Okay, good, good. Right, got that. You ready? Good. Be good. And then you've got to go up an octave. Be good, do good, feel good. There you go. That's what we're doing. Do good, be good, feel good. And the U, the way we're spelling their surname, is good. Good. Okay, I have no idea whether that's any language at all. It's not German. Good. But it sounds quite Nordic to me. So we're going to be doing our Nordic Gnomes. Okay? Nordic Gnomes. Why not? Why not? And I thought the best idea, so I spent a little while working out how to make it easy for you, right? So I got on the bus, I went ahead a little bit, as you do. I went ahead a little bit, got on the bus, went ahead, did a little bit of R&D, figured a few things out, got back on the bus, came back, picking you up, and now we're off, okay? I have had a lot going on this weekend, so I'm maybe not as far ahead on the bus trip as I should be, but it's all right. I have a plan. How are you? All right? All of a sudden, all these buttons are flashing. Stuart, I'm going to have to rely on you just to go, it's okay. Just give me a thumbs up, somebody. Because I don't, I'm not enjoying my own company at the moment. I need some friends in the building with me, okay? And I'm sure I'm not alone, am I? Right. Bit of lippy though, always helps. It's good for you. Right, so while we're doing these guys, these good guys, every time, instead of saying good, we've got to say good. It's very good. It sounds actually quite good. It's very good. Scottish, isn't it? It's good. The Scots among us will be easy. This will be easy for them. Good, 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 good. Right, yeah, of course, good. And the Germans will be good at it as well. Good. I'm going to drive you potty with this. Every time you say good, make a little tick. Right, so what we're going to do now is I'm going to show you how this works, and I thought we could learn a couple of little tricks as well. So the first thing is, this is quite large, I know, but I didn't intend it to be this big. But then when I finished it, I thought, blimey, that'd make a poster, not a card. And then I thought, right, good skill to learn how to reduce a piece of artwork. So what we're going to do, we're going to go large, and then let me just talk you through what we're going to do next. Then we're going to go small. So it's the same, but it's card size. It's digestible, isn't it? So we can actually, look, you can go for half the size, that is. Exactly half the size. It's a 50% reduction. Now, of course, many of you, you'll be able to do your artwork, print it, reduce it 50%, hit the scale button, done, right? But many of you won't. So what we're going to do is just learn how to do that. I personally, and of course I can only speak for myself, I find it easier to draw a bit larger. I find when it gets smaller, it's a little bit, it gets tighter, doesn't it? So I thought, well, we'll start with a large one, get the shape right, get the idea right, where we're going with our good family. And then when we've done our good family shapes, then we'll reduce, okay? Having said that, we have to have some kind of size. We have to have a size to start with, and that's where we're going to begin. So let's look at these guys, and I'll show you exactly what we're going to do. I'm going to stick with a centimetre ruler. It's a Pergamano ruler, but we can go, well, I'll bark out the inches at the same time. So what I've done here, right down the middle, the whole thing starts where the noses are, right? And so what I did was, I made the noses, there you go. If you look from end to end, from there to there, they're about 5 centimetres and a gap. 5 centimetres and a gap. That's about where I ended up. And you can see from the bottom of the nose, down to the feet, it's only 6 centimetres. But from the bottom of the nose up to the top of the hat, up to the tallest hat, is 10 centimetres. And of course this hat would be really, really long, except it's folded over. It was too long. It went limp on him. Okay, on do good. So the other thing that we're going to learn is a plait. I had a bit of a challenge with that. I had to bone up on the plait. It's not as easy as it looks, but I figured out a really easy way. I googled a really easy way. There you go. I googled a really easy way, and then all of a sudden my very, very ropey plaits became very, very good plaits. See, just got to ask the right question, haven't you? Like how to draw a plait. There you go. I told you there are no experts in this building, but there is always somebody that knows the answer, and if you don't know, then ask the person that does. Okay? Right, so we're going to learn how to make plaits. We're going to learn how to do that with that. And these are nice little guys. And then I thought, once we've reduced it, right, when we've gone smaller, there's my template, there's the noses, because it's all about the noses. That's where it starts. Once we've reduced it, then we can come back to our large one and we can put the patterns in. Because what I'd really like to do, do you remember last week on Linda Williams, she designed that stocking, the parchment stocking, the groovy plate, and it's got really, it looks embroidered, it looks like it's stitched. And I thought we could do some really lovely patterns in the hats and in the robes that they're wearing. And I thought, but it'd be easier to get the patterns down on large before we go small, so we can see what we're doing. Yes? Agreed? Good. Right. So these are my little bits and pieces. But what I'm going to do first, I'm going to start with a clean piece of tracing paper. There we go. Clean piece of tracing paper. And I think I will put a piece of copy paper underneath, just so that it protects the next piece of tracing paper, to be fair. Right. So what we're going to do first, we've got to give ourselves 10 centimetres for the tallest hat. That's the first thing we've got to do. Let's have a cup of tea and let's have a think. Did you see on Hochanda? It was a real tribute to the SHAC, wasn't it, last couple of days? Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Those woodland stamps are my total favourites. I think, the two that are on the ODS at the moment are my absolute favourites. The woodland ones and the birds on a wire that we put in a bundle, because the birds on a wire were where we first started, weren't they? And then the woodland ones, that's where we all hung out in the summer, because it was the only place we could go, you know, realistically. They're really, really nice. I like. Right, so from the top of the page, well, give yourself a little bit. Let's go 10. Right, let's go 10 centimetres. Let's make a little dot there. This is only a guide, isn't it? Right, so that's going to be where the noses are going to sit above that line. All right? Cool. And then each of them, let's make a start about, I don't know, it's going to be about that long, isn't it? So we'll start, and we're going to go 5 centimetres. So let's start there. We'll get her started there. We'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Stop. Leave a centimetre, half an inch, like. Leave a little bit. Then go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 goes to 11, and then 12. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 again. Yeah? So we've got 5 centimetres, 5 centimetres, 5 centimetres with a gap in between. That'll do. I reckon that's about right. Let's have a look. Yeah. My God, I think she's got a plan, people. All right. Right, now we need the nose. Big hooters. Because the hooters, the noses, they are the faces, in fact, aren't they? So let's get a big round nose in, and then we knows where we's headed. Let's make this one a little bit flatter, because we're going to actually feel good. Even shows you his eyes. Unusually, because usually they don't. The gnomes are quite secretive and quite introverted like that. But feel good. He's getting the eyes out. We'll put a bit of a glisten in his eyes, won't we? Right, so be good, do good, be good. Cool. Right, so the nose is done. Now let's get the height right. So turn it round. Once we get our grid in for the large ones, the rest will be easy. So I'm going to go, let's go 10 centimetres up to there. There you go. So I know roughly. And then down the bottom end, otherwise it's quite hard to, underneath the line, we'll go 6 centimetres to there. All right, so 6 that way, no, 6 that way, 10 that way. Okay. I didn't look this up, I made it up, okay? But it works for me. So now the hat and everything are going to be in there, yeah? and the body and the feet are going to be along here. So while you're on it, you might as well put the ground in, and your ruler, the line on the ruler, oh Barbara, will help you. There you go, that's better. Right, you see, so I can see by the grid on the ruler, so it's not on the wonk, so to speak. There we are. So that's the feet. You could literally put the shoes in there, because that's where they're going to be, like that. Okay, but we'll do that. Let's do the one in the middle first. I find works best if you do the one in the middle first, right, and then work your way outwards to, so you do good first, then be good, and then feel good. Okay, start with this one. I am so going to get on your nerves this week. Right, so let's do this hat first. We've got 3 different sorts of hats. Do you want to have a look at this hat while we're doing him? Yeah? I'll come over there, because you want to see him, don't you, while we're doing him. I don't mind folding this one in half so that we can see it while we're working. In the name of art and all that. There you go. So now you can see him. Don't you think it's easier to draw when you can actually see what you're doing? So there's his nose. So this one's going to have more of a, his hat's going to come up, not all the way up, but to about there. Do you want a measurement? I bet you do, don't you? 6 centimetres, there you go. Easy. Right, about 6 centimetres. Okay, so this hat is going to go wobble up there like that, and then up, and then when it gets to the top, it's going to come back down the other side. But let's put the hair, the rim in, like that. Right, up we go. Up, step it up to there. And then this one, it comes back down. Like, it doesn't matter. It doesn't have to be the same. It just has to be ish, like that. Right? There you go. That's that. And then this one's got a bit of a rollover. So we could even put his name on there, couldn't we? We could put here, do good. Right? Look, it's different, but it doesn't matter. It's fine. So that's his hat. He's in, and his nose is in. And if you want to change it, now's the time to change it. If you want to come up a bit more, you want to put lines in like this, I wouldn't worry too much about that, because that depends on the patterns that we're going to put in. But it might give you a sense of achievement if you put the lines in. Everybody happy? Good. Right, so that's that one. See, and we can change it. We can go up a bit. We can come in. This is your mock-up. So this is where you can change. Now let's do his. If you look at him, you can see he's got a big old tash, like a big tash, and it starts here, and it goes right up over his face. I could not have a tash like this, but let's just get it in shape, right? So it's literally like that. So it goes like that, and it comes all the way up like that. That one's a bit ropey. I'd be asking him to have a shave if he came home looking like that, wouldn't you? Time to have a shave, Dave. I mean, quite a few people have started looking like this because they couldn't go to the barbers. There you go, that's more like it. So once you've got your great big tash in like that, then you see what you do then is you start bringing in your beardy bit, but we could do that afterwards. The main thing is we've got the tash shape in. Then we're going to put the feet in. So his feet, he's standing feet astride, right? So he's got a gap. There you go. Big old Ugg boots. There we are. Okay. So we put a little glisten on there, couldn't we, when we go to shade? It'd be lovely. He's got hobnail boots on this one. Right, so now have a look and you'll see that of course his garment is way too long really. So it's all going to be bunched up like this, all pleats. Be lovely to shade in. Yeah, and it's going to come up. So let's have a couple of pleats and then it's going to come up like that. So his shape really, This one, he's a little bit of a, he looks like a magician. Let's call him a magician. And this one is, he's got an arm out. He's holding her hand actually. Do good and feel and be good are getting it on. Look, they're holding hands. Can't see it so well in that one because he looks like he's just saying, stand back. But actually, he's supposed to be holding her hand. It didn't go so well there. It went better in the little one, look. Ah, right. Okay, where are we? We're still on do good. Yeah? Okay. So now, because he's got an arm out, we'll leave that side because we don't know where we're going with that yet. And now we're going to put a bit of beard. Should we put a bit of beard in? Come on then. So the best thing to do, they're like flames really. Just start bringing them down like that. And if they cross over, it's fine. Right, just bring them down like that. See? And it comes round there, can flick through there. And this one will be, this is going to come. It takes a little while to build up the, but it'll look lovely when it's all shaded, you wait. So we could do all this when we go to do the patterning, but I just want to give you the idea of how you end up with all these lines, yeah? So you literally wrap around, and it doesn't look like anything until it's done. What's that great big circle? Where does that come from? Oh, it's his arm. Okay, so that'll do, right? Yes. Now the next thing, so we've done him. He's good enough. This is his arm here, isn't it? So I'm going to go up like that. The beard's going to come all through here, but his arm, he's got his arm behind. Let me take that line out so you understand. There you go. So his arm's behind his, and then he's got another arm that's coming out here, and he's got a little glove on. Glove. We're going to go like that, little thumb. There you go. That'll do. He's holding her hand. Okay. He's reaching. And again, his sleeve is way too long, so it's all going to be bunched up like that. They're wearing really outsized clothes, these guys. The good guys have got, they're definitely, there's room to grow into their clobber, okay? He's looking great already. Yeah? Do good. Now, next one, I think we'll go to be good. Shall we? Let's go to be good. Because she is, she's got the real tall hat, and she's also got the plaits. So this one could slow us down a little bit, but that's okay. It's not a race, is it? Are you catching up? Am I going too fast? Am I going too slow? Breathe. I never sleep when I'm on TV. I just don't. I wake up and I'm going through the demos in my head and going through the demos. What did I do wrong? Could I have done that better? Drives me potty. I drive myself potty. Do you know that? After all these years, you'd think I'd be used to it. I think I'm getting worse, not better. But there you go. You rock. And the SHAC rocks. So it's good to have your company. Different vibe, see? My ride, my rules. It's my boss. Get on the bus. I drive at my speed. It's all right. But I love her Chanda too, you see? The two go hand in hand. They have to. Because otherwise this would be a selling platform, and I don't want it to be that. I want it to be mates hanging out. You know, there's something completely different going on here, isn't there? Well, there is for me, and I imagine it is for you as well. I hope my microphone's working, because that was on the blink as well this morning. Is it okay? Can you hear it? Or do I need to buy a new one? I must have sat on it or something. On the cable. Right. Be good coming up. Ready? We cool with this? So we've got her nose. See, this is what I think. When you see that, you wouldn't really know where to start. In fact, I'll tell you where you'd probably start. You'd probably start with her hat, wouldn't you? That's where your logical, because we read from the left to the right, you probably draw from the left to the right. So you'd probably start there, work your way over that way. But if you start in the middle, you've got a lot more control over composition. That's my theory and I'm sticking to it. So now we've got this hat. It's a different shape. His was more like, yeah, Trad Christmas, Father Christmas one, wasn't it? Then I got a little bit more adventurous. He looks more, this one, she, I think it's a she. Yeah, I think Be Good is a she. And she's got like a Napoleonic kind of front bit. Yeah? Now where have they gone? Right, so let's do the hat, because let's start in the top of the nose like this, top of the hooter, and then it comes right down. So this one, on here, this one, it comes right down like that, and then it comes right down like that. That'll do. It came down even further on this one. Actually, do you know what? I'm going to do that a bit further. Otherwise, it won't look right. So let's come down. Let's drop down. Look how far I've dropped down from the nose. It's down here, isn't it? Okay. Miles difference. Look. Right down here. If that's the line, that's my line. We're coming down here. So that's much better. So down we come. Right. That's more like it. This is right Napoleonic now. That's better. Bit more Nordic. And then we'll come in the middle again. And we'll come back down. There you go. These are fun to do. If you've got grandchildren or young people in the house, this would be great to do, this one. That's it. And she's got big plaits, you see. Plaits are going to be a challenge. Well, they were for me. You probably can do them in your sleep. Right, here we go. Okay, so that'll do. And then we're going to go up. So, according to this one, this is right up here, as tall as you want to go, like here. And it's going to go, let's air draw, shall we, for a bit? Like that, like that, like that. And it's going to come round like that. And then there's, where does it come up? Like that. There you go. So it comes further over, really, Barbara. It's a good job this is just a testing one. I mean, they don't have to be the same, but if that's the hat like that, and that's the top, then it's going to go up, 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 up. Boom, that'll do. And then this one will follow. So it comes in like that. So this is going to be the head bit like that. And then up, this is just air, isn't it? There you go. Nice. Yeah, because when we put the patterns in, you see, just like little stripes and that, that's going to look good. Good, 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 good. Right, that'll do. Yeah, everyone's going to be different. There's no way that we're all going to have the same pictures, which I like. I like that. I'm not keen on this bit though. That's the trouble, you see. I'm at a disadvantage because I've already done one that I like, obviously. So now, trying to replicate it is a joke. I shouldn't really. I should just put that away and use my eyes rather than, you know, trying to copy. So if I go like that and then up. There you go, see? So that's that hat there, like that. That'd be nice. I want it to be a bit tighter there. Just keep pressing harder till I like it. There you go. That'll do. Right, that's her sorted. That's Be Good. Right, now, feet. So she's got her feet together. She put them in. She's got smaller. She's got a little bit smaller feet. There you go. And she's got her feet together, more delicate, you see. Right, now we're going to put a plait in. So put a plait in. Right, and the plait's going to come down like that, like that, like that, until about there. It's a bit different. Put the plait in till about there, and then that means if we stop the plait there, that's they're the elastic bands, split ends, right? Then this is going to be the bit, if you like. I know I'm doing it wrong, but you can understand that's going to be the tail. if the plaits get on your pip, do a ponytail. It's easy, just a great big, like that. Do a big loose ponytail, okay? But let's give the plaits a go, shall we? Right, let's do a bit on a bit of paper first. Should we try it scrap first? Yeah? Come on. Let me show you. If we're gonna, let's try and get it to scale as well, so that we don't do it 6 inches long and then have to reduce. So it's about 4 centimetres, okay? Let's just put a line 4 centimetres there like that. Right, so this is the bit that we're gonna try and work on. Can you see this all right? No, better from above. And possibly now, I might come out again in a minute, but I reckon this is where we need to get uptight, people. Right, you ready? Okay, so the first thing we want to do is make a zigzag. So when it gets to the base where the elastic band is, it's going to be smaller. The zigzag's going to go smaller. So we're going to do it at about 90 degrees, like that. Look. And then it gets smaller. Well, let's get started first. Right, like that. Okay, so it's about a 90-degree angle here, isn't it? Maybe a little bit more. Right, like that. Keep going. As it gets down to the, get dinky. Oh, hang on. I'm going to have to move my elastic band bit over. Less important than this bit. So you've got a triangle. See, zigzag. Okay? That's the first step. All right. That's going to go in there like that. Let's try it first before we rub a hole in our tracing paper. Now, what we want to do now is just, let's say that it's going to be about that thick. So go up the side like that and decide how thick your plait's going to be. It's going to be a bit of a beefy plait, this, Barbara. Bit closer. There you go. Right. Got that? Giving you an opportunity to catch up now. So you've got a zigzag that gets smaller down as it goes to the bottom, 90 degrees. Tiny, tiny, tiny. And then 2 lines that will give you a guide. Okay? Right. Then what we'll do is, we'll take this line and we'll pull it out to there. Take that line and pull it out to there. You see? So you're going to take the lines. Do this side first, it might be easier. Just do that until you get to the side like that. And then go over this one and just get to the side. Go to the side like that. There you go. So we've got a kind of a plait actually. Now it looks a little bit right angly at the moment. So what we can do is when we get it in here, once you've got that in place, you see, then you can, so now you can get really tiny. You understand now why it has to go down to the elastic bands and then whee, right? So this looks a little bit too like a computer generated because it's all straight lines. So the trick now, a couple of little things. Take the top end and bring it round. So go up to this end here and just round it off and bring it in. So go up there, round it off and bring it down. Loop-de-loop, look like that. Not too much, or you'll end up, it'll look like a loaf of bread, like that. Is that one of them Harvest Thanksgiving breads? Right, and then this one, just round that corner and bring it down. Right, round the corner, bring it down. Right, up we go, take your time. It's nice to know how to do a plait, I think. Make a nice, you know when we make our lovely borders, wouldn't that make a nice border? You know, like all the way around a piece of artwork. So now we've done that, see, so that comes in there, that comes in there. And I would say that's a pretty good plait, okay? Then as you bring in the pieces, you can see how they're folding in. So the shading, when we go to colour in, because we're going to make these beautiful, colourful, lovely Nordic gnomes in reds and blues and greens, right. But the shading, if you like, is in here. See, that's the bit that's, yeah, this is the bit that's tucked in here, isn't it? It's like there, right? Tucked. So I'm not going to do it now, but if you like that, if you had to do a line, it would be, it's like that. See? I'm not going to do it yet, but you see how it starts to look like a, if you just add a bit of shade there, and there, and there, and there, those bits. Yeah, look, see? It's good, isn't it? I know. I didn't come up with this, somebody else did. Very clever. Right, there you are. See? Cool, huh? So that now, my friends, we've got to transfer that to that. Easy, really. Zigzag, right down the middle. Can always move this. It's a moving feast, this bit, isn't it? So let's do, if I start down here then, right, if I go like that, and then we'll get a bit bigger as we go up. Oh, it's gone quiet now. That's going to be that plait. Right, here we go. Let's do this one. I'm going to go from the bottom now. Little zigzags at the bottom. And then as you get closer, start going up a bit. Oh, this one's a bit fatter. That'll do. Right, so we've got our zigzag in. Cool. We're all right with this. What's the time? 25 to. Right, now we're going to put in our sides of our plait. So down we go. Just to give us a guideline, really, otherwise we wouldn't know how far we want to go with the... That'll do. Well, hey, hang on a minute. I want to get a bit further away. Yeah, that one's a bit fatter. Do I want to make that a bit fatter too then? Just move that line then, eh, Barbara? Yeah. Oh, this is going to be so good. Right, now. So now we're going to come up to that one, up to there. Come on, let's do this. Let's do this thing. Like that. Well, we might as well do while we're on the same. This one looks a bit ropey. It's all right. It's more difficult to do a left-hand plait if you're right-handed. I'm left-handed. Right, so now this one, up we go. This is going to go up to the line. There we are. That'll work. Now, where are we going with this one? This one is not very 90 degrees, Barbara, is it? That's why it's gone a bit ropey. Oh, well, never mind. It's good enough. It's good enough. Yeah? Now, let's make it look like a plait. Because she's got a bit of a fringe going as well. Look. Woof. Yeah, she can't see a thing. That's the trouble, isn't it? Hairdressers. Mind you, I don't know. Are hairdressers open at the moment? I'm not sure. I have to call my friend Karen and find out. You know, I've always had short hair, apart from a short period when I lived in California when Mark was born. I've always had really short hair, really. And now I've got to the ripe old age of 60 odd, 61. Here we go. Let's get this edge like that. And I decided to go long hair. And it's good, really, because it's a lot easier to manage. Oh, hang on, wrong one. It's a lot easier to manage long hair than short hair. You know, when it was styled, it was after a month you needed to do something with it again. But when it's long, when you start tripping over it, you know it's time to do something about it. This looks more like an artichoke, this one. It's because my angles were wrong. But that's all right, I can correct that now. There you go, just get a bit more of a... No, there you go. That wasn't hard grey. Change the angle on the zigzag. This one's better. Right, down we go. Round that up there. That's it. This is nice. Makes you smile doing this sort of artwork. It's cute, isn't it? Right, and then this one. Round it goes. You finding this easy enough with the zigzag and the line extension? I had a bit of a struggle until I looked it up, and then once I put the zigzags in, it was a piece of cake. I found it was just putting those zigzags in. That was such a good idea. Right, and then we've got the hair in, and we've got the loop-de-loop bit at the bottom. We can sort that out afterwards. Right, and then we just need now I also put a scarf around her neck. So the scarf, that's quite straightforward. We'll just put this flap, if you like, that bit over the front. And then this is going to be around her neck. It's going to be really bunched up around the back. But then there's because it flips over the top, doesn't it? Like you would, right? So we'll do that bit there. And then this bit will come around underneath like that. That'll do. And then we've got a bit more of the, there we are, scarf. Who says? So let's just make it look like it's actually not strangling her. Right, so that's going to be, if you like, you can see where the creases are. Yeah, we're going to have some fun doing this. And then this one comes over like that, doesn't it? See? And then we could do some right old, lovely, authentic Nordic tassels. Look. Ming, ming. I don't know. I'm sure you'll come up with some marvellous ways of decorating these. But I think this looks pretty cool. There you are. Then we put lines in and stripes in and stars and all sorts. Now, she hasn't actually got a body yet. So let's put her outfit in. Again, way too big. And then where's her arm? Let me just have a look. So she's got one arm coming out here, isn't she? Easy. Right, again, sleeves are all over the place. Little mitt. That'll do. Cut the creases. That'll do. Nice. And then her other hand, her arm's a bit long, isn't it? It's all right. And this one, she's holding his hand. So all you're going to get is her glove. Here we go. Look, that's her glove. All right. Coming round she'll be coming around the back. See? And then we'll put her outfit out. There we go. She's got quite a lot of layers. Way too big. She's got her mother's clothes on. Right. Let's have a look. This is coming down here. She's got a hand. This is her dress here, isn't it? Nice. Right, there you go. Super. Happy with that. Hey? Do you like your plait? See, my plait was a lot smaller, wasn't it, on that one? But I quite like the big old Nordic plait. Trouble is, the hat looks a bit weird. I'm going to have to adjust the hat. I mean, she would be squeezing the blood out of her brain. Look, if this is the, it's going to have to come this way, isn't it? Look, otherwise it wouldn't make sense. Like that. She's got big hair. But if you think about it, it's got to be like that. Otherwise, she couldn't get it off again, could she? Maybe she was born with this hat and she's just sort of growing into it, literally. I think these are great. They make me feel good, you know, because they're just fun. Harmless. Fun. That's exactly what we need today. In IMO. IMHO, in my humble opinion. I think it's okay to just not be serious. Just for 1 hour in the SHAC. You know? Stretch your necks, calm my back. This is from all this bending over this top. I've been here. I feel like I've never been anywhere else except at this table. Got 1 more hour. Stretch. Is my microphone all right? Have I just broken it again? I just did an hour on telly with it, trying not to move. That was a challenge. Because I said every time I moved, it crackled. Is it crackling? So we've done be good, we've done do good, and now we're going to do feel good. Okay, feel good. Come on. Be good, do good. Let's put their names in. Makes me happy. Be good. Do good. Feel good. These are on the, you know that they're on this stick. We've got them in our own SHAC stickers, friends. I'm sure that this is the one where I've got be good, do good, isn't it? I should have looked this up earlier. I will look it up, but I'm pretty certain, or is it in the other one? Be good, do good, feel good. Maybe somebody could tell me. Maybe it's in the other one. You know, the original one. I love these stickers. Always look on the bright side of life. I'm looking now for do good, be good, feel good. I think it might be in the other set, eh? Yeah. Yeah. Never mind. I will find it. I've been staring at it for days. There they are. It's in this one. The original one. All my barbarisms. Be good, do good, feel good. Amazing. That'd be nice. We could use that one as well. Just to round it off. There you go. Right. Have we got time? We sure do. We've got time to do feel good. This one here. He's got a funny hat. Now you decide, if you don't like that hat, you can always do a different hat. Let's come away though. I need to just come out a little bit. Oh, hello. I'll come out a little bit so that you can actually see the shape. Because if he feels good, he's going to have a grin on his face for a start. That's what I've tried to do. I couldn't decide whether to give him teeth or not. Your design, you decide whether you want to give him. Look, you could put great big teeth in. Maybe just 2 front ones. Since lockdown. Oh, Christ. Okay, come on then. Let's do. I wish I hadn't done that now. Okay, we're going to put his hat in first. Now he's got one of those ones, like a proper skiing hat. Okay. I bought one of these for Grace. Well, one for Mark and one for Grace when Mum and I went to Oslo once. It was the only time I got my purse out, I think, in the whole week we were there. It was so expensive. I've never, oh, this one's you've got to leave a little room for his eyes. When we went, I took Mum to, Sweden, and the cost of living, I could not believe it. I could not believe the cost of living in Sweden. I said, how can people, they must earn a hell of a lot in Sweden to be able to live there. The price of things was just insanity. It was, you can't even begin to imagine. Right, let's do the laughing eyes. So we do, no, that looks more like sleeping eyes. But then we'll do a crescent, look, underneath the hat, like that. Did you used to do that? I used to do these when I was a kid, all the time, these little gnomes. There you go, that's his eyes, and then we'll give him his eyeball as well. Look, there you go, boom, Santa. Right, so that's his hat, he's freezing. Okay, let's get his hat in first. Right, so now he's got one of those sort of hats, so it's more of a, I'm still laughing at his teeth. So this one, for a little bit of arty effect, okay, they come in like that over the top of the grumpy do-good in the middle. Feel-good's real happy. So we'll probably bring him in about there. Do you think? That would be quite nice. And then we can, like, here we go. Go for it, Gray. There we are. And then we'll bring this one round. I bet you're quite good at this. Look, it gets bigger as it gets down to his head. There you are. See, and then if you wanted to, you could bring it round the back. There. Cool. Cool. And if you want to give him a wrap around so you can write his name. Yeah, so I bought Grace and Mark 2 ski hats. The price of these ski hats, I thought, can you imagine how much the skis cost if the hats cost that much? Like, alarming. I said to Mum, just don't buy anything. And we, you're not allowed to buy anything while we're here. I'll get whatever you want, put it on your list, and we'll get it when we get back to Marks and Spencer's. Could not believe the cost of living in that country. And I bet, well, yeah. And alcohol, I mean, thank God I don't drink. I said to Mum, you're not drinking. She doesn't drink now anyway. But in those days she did. I said, no, you're on water while we're here. And we went out for one meal. I said, one meal we're going to a restaurant, right? We went to this really nice restaurant on the water. And we had like a very nice fish meal. Because I said, right, we're here, let's have fish. The cost of this meal, it stuck right here. It was like, I said, make it last, Mum. Just keep chewing it. It was unbelievable. And I'm not a penny pincher. I'm really not. In fact, I'm the opposite. So for me to go, how much? Everywhere I went, that was all I said all the time. How much? Look at the price of this, Mum. Look at the price of this, Mum. Look at the price of this. I couldn't believe it. Yeah, anyway. So that was, that's put the kibosh on any tourism. If you were thinking of going to Scandinavia, start saving now. Right, so we've got him. He actually is really cute, isn't he? Do you know, I've just had a thought. This would be so lovely. Look, he could have a plaque with his hands here. Rather than like that, I'm just going to show you what I see, and you tell me whether you get it, and then we can look. Oh, Barbara, this is even better. See? Like that, and then you've got his feet underneath the plaque as well, and you've still got all his clothes. It's just a variation on a theme. And then he's got his hands. Now let me think. If you go like that, the thumbs are at the top. So the arm, it comes around like that, doesn't it? There's his hand, like that. Where's his thumb? If you hold something, I've got to look at myself now doing it. If you hold something, your hands are there and your thumbs are hidden, aren't they? You're not like that. That would be a bit weird. So you're going to go like that. So if you go like that, right, no thumbs, scrap the thumbs. It's the only way to learn. So basically, it's like that, isn't it, with the knuckles. There you go. And then it's like that. And there's the other one. Hand come round. Like that. Oh, look. Oh, he's reading the newspaper. He's had enough. Look, you could do it the other way around, couldn't you? You could make it into a V, look. Or you could have a banner that says, like, have a happy Christmas or something. Look, wouldn't that look great? What's a good? There you go. Have a good. It's got to fit, isn't it? Have a good time. There we are. Look. Feel good. I love it. Variations on a theme. And all because I put a line there so you knew where his nose was going to be. Doesn't that look cool? Look. There we are. That's my, there you go, my design. I like that. My variation on a theme. And he's smiling. Look. Ah, who says? Look. Well, which one do you prefer? Do you like him or do you like he's frighten anyone? If he turned up at your door, you'd think, oh no, the Good family's landed. He looks a little bit more palatable than this one, don't you agree? Anyway, Anyway, I've thoroughly enjoyed that. I love it. I blooming love that. I'm happy that I came up with that. Isn't it funny what you see when you're drawing? Do you do that as well? Yeah, nice. So, okay, joking aside, people. Joking aside, what we'll do next, when we get together on Wednesday, we'll descale. Not as in bathroom, we'll scale down, that's what I mean. On the subject of Nordic Gnomes, how are you getting on with the elf hunt? I think it must be elf number, is it 6 or 7, Stuart? Is it number 7 coming up? Clue number 7 is coming up at 11 o'clock. I noticed that you struggled with number 6. That was easy. I thought it was easy, number 6. But then again, of course it would be, because I made up the verses, didn't I? I think it's enjoyable though. I think the whole idea really, in this run up to Christmas, which is causing so much distress, you know, and for me too, but I'm not here to tell you about what's going on in my life, you know. I'm here to cheer you up and cheer me up, and it works. I've just had a great hour, you know, and so it's been really good having your company. Thank you, Stuart, for your help too. Don't forget, get the postcards. If you fancy joining in, of course, this is not mandatory, golly. But if you want to join in, you're going to need the colouring postcards, because I think we've got the bird postcards and they're wonderful, and we're going to hang out next year, you know. But I thought it would be nice to try something a bit different. And the Marina Fedotova artwork is glorious to colour in. And then one to doodle, colour doodle. So it'd be nice to add that to our palette, wouldn't it? And we'll get them in plenty of time. So that'll be fun. And we'll go on into the new year using those in January and February and April and so on. We'll just pick the appropriate styles, and then we can make presents and cards and all sorts, can't we? So there we have it. These are our Nordic gnomes. And I hope they're going to a really good gnome. Have a good time today. Have the best day that you could have, you know. Your job is to get from now to when you put your head on your pillow, having a good time. A good time. All right, lots of love. Thanks, Stuart, for your help. Stay safe, stay warm, stay dry, craft. Stay home and craft. Hey? Safe, happy and creative. Lots of love to you. And don't forget, Paul's on telly at 12 o'clock. Bye! Oh, I don't know how to turn it off now because I can't see it.